Fighter jets first appeared in the form of the Messerschmitt ME-262 back when they were needed during World War II. They've indeed come to dominate the sky since then. There's no denying that an air force is an integral part of any army. Without it, a region's defense system would be pretty flimsy. That explains why governments ranging from countries like China and Russia to the US and Sweden go to such lengths to develop these incredible weapons. There are fighter jets that would cost over $300 million to manufacture, and yet they're considered to be worth the investment. Let's check out the most lethal fighter jets you could find. Number 10. F-22 Raptor. This fighter jet has rightfully earned the Collier Award, delivering on its promise to provide unmatched air dominance. The 5th generation F-22's unique combination of stealth, speed, and agility and situational awareness make it pretty much the best air dominance fighter in the world. Added to that is the deadly long-range air-to-air and air-to-ground weaponry. There's no denying this fighter jet is one of a kind. The manufacturer, Lockheed Martin, prioritizes the F-22's connectivity with other platforms in support of the Air Force's Joint All-Domain Operations strategy. It's also committed to providing higher readiness rates, faster response, and lower lifecycle costs to the US Air Force. Moreover, the remarkable fighter jet is also boasting a highly integrated support system, thanks to follow-on agile sustainment, a comprehensive weapons management program, and an award-winning performance-based logistics contract. Number 9. Mig-31 Foxhound. When it comes to impressive weaponry, Russia is second to none. Here is the Mig-31 Foxhound, a long-range 2-seat supersonic interceptor aircraft offered by the Russian Aircraft Corporation. It's primarily designed for the Russian and Kazakhstan Air Forces and has been in use since 1975, which is when its maiden flight took place. This fighter jet features state-of-the-art digital avionics. It can work super efficiently in basically all kinds of weather while ensuring that it fulfills visual flight rules. Mig-31 also happens to be the first ever Soviet fighter aircraft that had true look-down and shoot-down capability. So far, over 500 of these aircraft have been produced. 370 of these were delivered to the Russian Air Force, while 30 are in service with the Kazakhstan Air Force. The remaining ones have undergone further modifications and have been upgraded to different variants. Number 8. Chinese PL-15. You'd expect nothing less from the People's Republic of China, and the PL-15 is precisely the kind of fighter jet that shows that you don't want to mess with them. It's an active radar-guided long-range AWACS killer air-to-air missile that entered the military service in 2016. In fact, its range is greater than the current systems like the US-built AMRAAM. Since the PL-15 also supports an active electronically scanned array radar, it makes evasion difficult for the most agile of fighter jets. Even Russia is yet to achieve this technology for its own missiles. Back when the PL-15 was first tested in public, the US Air Force was evidently threatened. Combat Command Chief Herbert Hawk Carlyle even called on Congress to fund a response. That says pretty much everything you need to know about the fighter jet. Number 7. Bac Tsr. Here's a cancelled Cold War strike and reconnaissance aircraft that was probably the most technically advanced back in the 1960s. The British Aircraft Corporation Bac Tsr was developed for the Royal Air Force in the late 1950s. The program had a significant influence on the shape of the British aircraft industry. Even as of today, many of its design and technological breakthroughs can be seen in aircraft flying the skies of today. Tsr-2 had a length of 89 feet. It was a slim aircraft with a shoulder-mounted delta wing with a turned-down wingtips. Moreover, the Tsr-2 featured two 30,610-pound Bristol Siddeley Olympus 320 power plants. It had a maximum weight of 80,000 pounds and a range of 1,150 miles. The prototype aircraft made its first flight at Broscombe Dome in 1964. Number 6. Bombardier 415. First launched in 1991, here's the Bombardier Canadair 415 amphibious aircraft that has been used by multiple countries worldwide. That includes France, Italy, Croatia, Greece, and Spain. This jet is most famous for its use in firefighting service as the Super Scooper. However, it's not the only domain it excels in. Bombardier 415 is also adapted to a variety of specialized missions, such as maritime surveillance, search and rescue, and personal transport. There is seating for 8 crew members on this inward-facing 4-man folding seats in the interior of the fuselage. There is also a combined water capacity of 6,137 liters thanks to the 4 water tanks installed in the main fuselage compartment. During firefighting missions, the Bombardier 415 can remain on station for up to 3 hours, dropping typically 9 tank loads of water on a fire while refilling from a water source. Number 5. Saab JAS 39 Gripen. Sweden should definitely be proud of its Gripen fighter, a jet that packs in a whole lot of punch in an incredibly efficient package. It's an evolutionary approach with features that are not just relevant but also make it super affordable. The first prototype made its maiden flight in 2017. The aircraft is slightly larger than the C model at just under 50 feet. It includes a beefed up fuselage accommodating around 30% more fuel. Moreover, the aircraft also boasts more oversized air intakes, a more potent General Electric F414 GE39E engine, and a total of 10 hardpoints. There's also a 2CF model that's now in development for Brazil. The Gripen has a climb rate of 12 feet per minute, a takeoff distance of 800 feet, and a maximum cruise speed of 183.9 miles per hour. Number 4. Pca Fighter. The penetrating counter-air fighter has the potential to replace the deadliest of fighter jets in the market. If the Air Force can afford it, that is. The Pca, meant to enter service in 2030, would replace the current fleet of jets. It would be focused solely in the skies and optimized to fight and win against current and future aerial threats, including Russia's and China's most treasured weapons. The per cost unit of the Pca fighter is approximately $300 million. To give you some perspective, the F-35A Joint Strike Fighter cost $94 million apiece at the time of production. The primary reason why it's so expensive is that the Pca will need capabilities far beyond the planes it's meant to replace. Pca would also require greater stealth, particularly against low-frequency radars. It's definitely the kind of fighter jet worth anticipating. Number 3. Mitsubishi X2 Shinshin. Also known as ATDX, here is a stealth experimental technology demonstrator and research prototype developed by the Mitsubishi Heavy Industries in cooperation with the Japanese Ministry of Defense. Its maiden flight took place in 2016. The X2 Shinshin features an aerodynamic design with a more extended nose section. It has a length of 14.17 meters, a wingspan of 9.1 meters, and a height of 4.51 meters. It boasts a maximum speed of Mach 2.25 with an empty weight of 21,385 pounds. The aircraft is able to fly safely in a high angle of attack condition, thanks to the crop delta wings with cutting-edge root extension. Moreover, there are 2 outward canted vertical stabilizers on the trailing edges to further enhance aerodynamics and stealth characteristics. Additionally, the plane is small enough to provide any room for its weapons bay. Number 2. Northrop Yf-23. You're looking at a finalist in the USAF's Advanced Tactical Fighter competition, battling the Lockheed Yf-22 for a production contract. The Northrop Yf-23 is an American single-seat, twin-engine stealth fighter aircraft. This jet was Northrop Grumman's answer to the American ATF challenge, and its first flight took place in 1990. The aircraft boasts a maximum speed of Mach 2.2 with a service ceiling of 65,000 feet. The Yf-23 is indeed an unconventional-looking aircraft with diamond-shaped wings, a profile with substantial area ruling to reduce aerodynamic drag at transonic speeds, and an all-moving V-tail. The design of the aircraft also provides incredible visibility to the pilot since the cockpit is placed high near the nose. Number 1. Tupolev Tu-160. The supersonic variable sweep wing heavy strategic bomber. Check out the Tupolev Tu-160, a jet that far exceeds the capabilities of its competitors. The Tupolev Design Bureau designed it in the 1970s in the Soviet Union. The aircraft is pretty much the largest and heaviest Mach 2+ supersonic military aircraft ever built. In overall length, it's comparable to the iconic XB-70 Valkyrie. Owing to its remarkable maneuverability and anti-flash white finish, it has been designed as a white swan. It's also not all that surprising that the jet holds a total of 44 world records. When it comes to delivering nuclear and conventional weapons deep in continental theaters of operation, there isn't a better military weapon than the Tupolev Tu-160. Moreover, it's also an all-weather day and night capability with the power to function at pretty much all geographical latitudes. Tupolev completed bench tests of modernized avionics complex for the Tu-160 bomber back in 2013. The performance of the aircraft is often compared to the US B-1B. Alright, comment below which of these fighter jets blew your mind the most. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to TechJoint, and we'll see you in the next one.